So I started deciding I was going to troubleshoot the no charge issue on the 817, and I was down here looking around, and I don't know. Can you guys see a random black wire peeled apart there? I'm gonna wager that's the charge wire. Because what I find weird is though, is I got power back here with the key on, but it's not making it up to the battery. The battery's staying at 12.7. You can see this black wire. See that connector right there? That is this wire. Oh, lost my flashlight. Okay. So this black wire goes to where? And that black wire goes directly to the starter solenoid, right? So what the heck does this wire do? Because if it goes directly to the starter solenoid, it should be charging the battery. Yeah, it's that wire I'm pulling there, and it goes down there. Wait a minute here. Alright, let me trace some wires out here and figure out what's going on. Oh, if you guys could see anything I was doing. Sorry. Okay, this is pretty strange, guys. Let me get the ground good here. You get the idea. Basically, you got like 14 some volts, 13, whatever. But this is with it like this. If you hook it to the battery, you're only getting 12. Tell me how that works. It don't make no sense, guys. Don't make any sense. Unless it's the right voltage, but not the right, not enough amps, maybe? I don't know, that's what I'm wondering. Well, I don't even know what to say, guys. So, apparently this never had a stator on it. How has this battery stayed charged for years? I have used the crap out of this 817. And I have never, ever had the battery go dead until this last week. So how in the hell was the battery staying charged? There's no stator on it. Look, I didn't show you guys taking this apart because I didn't think I was going to find anything like this, but there's no stator. I don't know what the hell. A little bit flabbergasted, but luckily I have a parts CCKA over there, which has a stator on it. I don't know if it's good or not, but so basically I got like a 50-50 shot there. Might work, might not, but at least I'll have one to try. That's weird, because I was trying to measure the stator lead voltage. These were folded back down around, and yeah, I wasn't getting no voltage out of it. Wow. Just wow. So, I guess I'll be putting a stator on this. If it's raining or anything tomorrow night. I got this in here so I can work on it now without blocking everything in. I can still roll it, obviously, but a bit more of a pain in the ass. I can throw the flywheel back on it and it'll start and run too. I just don't know, guys. Goes to show you. Sometimes you just don't know a tractor as well as you thought you did. So it's the next day after finding out the stator was missing on the 817. Here's parts. This is part CCKA I had. I started taking this thing apart. I don't know, probably it was last year I did it when I took the 450 motor apart. Because I was looking at taking this apart to see how I could change them camshaft bearings without taking it apart, and I found out really you can't. And I kind of got hung up. I needed a valve spring compressor, a good one. But anyhow, so here's what's supposed to be down there. I got stator leads, stator, even have the screws. So I'll take that out, and I even have an own-in voltage regulator. Now I have no idea if this is good or not. So I'm just gonna unbolt the stuff and take it over to the 817 and do some wiring and see what we can do there. So let me remove these from this, and I'll see you over there. Alright guys, so I got the voltage regulator mounted here. The stator is mounted. I have this temporarily wired up. I don't know for 100% sure if I have this wired up correct or not, so I did not splice these wires together over here. Yeah, so I have power going to the black wire, and the black wire goes to this blue wire, and the blue wire goes in over here, and these two spades since the stator and this were off the same machine, the two spade connectors go from there to these two wires. It's possible they're flipped, but AC current part shouldn't matter. And I think this has it's like a pulse line. It comes off the coil and fires with the points. Unless this is actually like another condenser down here. I mean, it's possible. Doubtful, and it'd be weird if they did that, but maybe, I don't know. If you ever look these up, like the own-in voltage regulator is, I swear, like it's either like $500 or $600. It's something ridiculous. I don't know, but basically, if this voltage regulator goes bad, you just extend the wires up out and mount a Kohler one up on the shroud, or you could even get the modern own-in one and mount a hole, or cut a hole in the shroud right there and mount it. So basically, I'm gonna slap this. I'm gonna go up and turn the key on and make sure nothing smokes off down here. Then I'll slap the flywheel on and we'll start it up, see what it does. As long as everything works right, I will take the flywheel back off, and I'll make more permanent connections and better secure the wiring. For right now, this is just a temporary to see if it's going to work at all thing, because I don't know. This could be bad. I mean, this could be bad. You know, I don't know. Hell, the flywheel magnets could be bad. They seem like they got a good magnetism to them. And I was chuckling. That's a Wyco magnet. So alright guys, let me get this buttoned up enough, because this wire's sticking out where it'll rub right now, and I'll come back to you guys. I might tape them up just so they can't arc, even just for this temporary setup. Seems like a good idea. I did tape up the oil pressure sensor line. Okay, you guys want to watch, see if we get a smoke show? I already turned the key on, didn't get a smoke show, so I think we're alright. But let me go up here and start it and I'll check the battery voltage while it's running. Get the lead set up here. Battery is sitting at like 1212 right now. Yeah, right about there. not charging. Hard to tell though, I could have a loose connection up here at the battery. Turn the lights on once, see what it does. I got a bad connection now. I would say not, because it's steadily dropping. I'm going to say no. Alright, now I get the troubleshooting part. See if I got AC current coming out of the stator and make sure I got power down there to the voltage regulator. So, here we go. Well, now it doesn't shut off with the key switch. Nice. So I wonder if it is running off of that. I mean, I hooked the wire over here. Oh, I need my other hand. Hold on. That's fucking good. The charging system must be working, because otherwise it would have shut off. In theory, if I pull that wire apart, it should shut off. The stator seems alright. I got about 19 there at idle. Flywheel keeps shaking loose on this thing. I don't know why. That's weird. I don't know. Well, the keyway is missing in it. Because it shook loose last time I was using it. I don't know why it keeps shaking loose. It shouldn't. Well, tighten it up again. Unedited, guys. 24. It's 36. I'm assuming I just didn't have the bolt cranked down enough. I need to get a keyway for it, but you gotta grind down the steel one I had on where I laid it. But anyhow, the stator's good. So basically I just need a regulator. So I'm gonna pop the flywheel back off one more time. I'm gonna pull that crappy regulator out, and I already have 2 wires going down there. I might just order like a eBay voltage regulator or something, a cheap one. I don't need an expensive one. I'll try like one of them $20 ones or whatever, eBay, Amazon, something. I'll look around a little bit, because I can't even buy them that cheap at work. So, alrighty guys, so here's the final look from, behind the flywheel. I put 2 female connectors on the end of these wires here. That way I can remove the stator if I ever need to, for whatever reason. And I used the 2 original wires coming down. One has this fuse in it, which I don't know, I may or may not cut out of it. And this other orange wire, it goes up there to the coil, which you guys can see hanging there. I don't know why that wire was connected to the coil. Like I said, I can only speculate that this original voltage regulator has 4 wires to it. Basically, these 2 wires here are the AC in leads, and these 2 over here, one has to be DC in the charge wire, and I'm thinking the other one must have went over here to this condenser. It was either a condenser or a charging capacitor, or the hell if I know. It's kind of weird. I've never seen a... Well, I probably have seen a 4-wire setup, but it's unusual to see the original Onan regulators, because normally they're long gone. So that's what I did to this one. Nothing else. I got a good stator now. And when I find a good voltage regulator, I will finish this up. But for now, I'll just tie the wires up so I can start and move this thing again, because that's kind of blocking in my high lift, which I like to have my high lift accessible. It's on my list of things to try and reorganize that a little bit better, but as of right now, it's just the only way it fits in. I put the backhoe down and stick it in underneath the shelf, and that works. It's hard to get anything else back in there. It's just a tight spot. But anyhow, like I said, I'm gonna put the flywheel on. The CCK over there that I took this stator off of still had the crankshaft keyway in it, flywheel keyway. So I'm going to put that in there, line it up, and crank down the bolt and see how that goes. Should be good there. And like I said, I got the wires at least extended up here. I got something to work with. I can cut them off or do whatever. Like I said, if I get the actual Onan style, I can put that back around the engine here like it is, and this wire here, right here, is key on power from the key switch to the regulator, the charging terminal, R terminal, regulator terminal. So yeah, that's basically it. Just finally sorting out the 817. I've had this tractor since did I buy it in 2015? I think so. I've had this tractor 4 years now, and just now finally had trouble. Amazing. The battery must just be starting to get weak now. So, alrighty guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch everybody on the next one. Maybe I'll show you guys putting a voltage regulator on this. Maybe I won't. Hard to say. So, later guys. So guys, I think I found a good voltage regulator. You can see it's up around 1280 or something like that. Full tilt's about 13, but I got it just Mickey Mouse wired back here, make sure it works. So that's a whole lot better than what I had. And see, if you drop it down to idle, it goes down. But it hovers about 12 volts, something like that. So it does charge, but not real spectacular. The highest I've seen is what I had there, about 1298 before. Hopefully you guys can see that. But it's holding about 12.6 without anything on, just the coil. 12.6, 7, right around in there, which that's alright. See, when you shut it off, see, it is charging some, because see, it's dropping with it off. I think you guys get 12.42, 12.40. This battery seems to hover right about 12.1, 12.2. something like that. So, alright, so I think I'm gonna... This is actually a Kohler style one. I'm just gonna actually... I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mount it to the seat pan bracket, perhaps. I'll just drill 2 holes in it, put 2 bolts in it, lock washers on one side, and extend the wires, and then check it and make sure it works again. So let me do that, and I'll come back to you guys. I was gonna buy a new voltage regulator, but I dug through my pile, and this is the only one that worked. The other 2 I put on there, it smoked my alligator clips. I burnt through 2 good green alligator clips. There's one there. There's the one that smoked the end off of. The other one I put on there. They're only thin wires too, so if they were throwing a lot of load, they just burn off. Which that's why I use them for jumper wires. So okay, let me do this, and I'm sure you guys can hear the rain in the background. It's raining like cats and dogs. Welcome to Pennsylvania again. Alright guys, so here's the final setup I come up with and what I got right now that'll work. So I drilled 2 holes up here, mounted the voltage regulator. I lucked out that the nut for this actually goes in the recess of the side of the voltage regulator. So that worked out okay. Otherwise I would have just mounted it with 1 bolt to the side, Gangnam style. So anyhow, that's working. It's charging up to... the highest I've seen is 13.2 without the lights on. If you're mid throttle with the lights on, it stays at about 12.7, which is plenty enough. At idle, it hovers right about 1250 or so without the lights on. So that's fine. It's not a real. I think this might only be a 10 amp voltage regulator, which is fine. 10 amps is way better than nothing. Obviously 15 would be better, but for what I got right now, and without spending no money, I have a functional charging system on the 817 here. So I'll run this thing some more and see, because maybe that was the problem I've been having with this thing for years. Maybe the power was cutting out to the coil or something, and that's why it would start running like crap after a certain amount of time. But I was never recharging the battery. I never ever had to recharge the battery in this thing up until this week. So that's kind of what threw me for a bit of a loop there. So anyhow, so thanks for watching, guys, and catch everybody in the next one. Later. Finally fixed the 817 after 4 years. Better late than never, I guess.